Guyana has some incredible scenery and amazing wildlife opportunities, but what about the food? In this video, I'll take you through some of the things that I tried on my recent trip to Guyana, and I'd love for you to tell me in the comments what I should try on my next visit. Good morning from a lovely sunny Georgetown here in Guyana. Now obviously you guys know that whenever I arrive in a new place, one of the things that I'm most excited about is trying all of the food, and it's absolutely no exception in Guyana, because here they've got a wonderful mix of cuisines from all over the world, including Indian, African flavours, some European influences as well. And there's a lot of street food here, which I love. So we've come to start off our day with a street food breakfast, and then we're going to be doing a market tour and trying some of the flavours of the city.
This is Sapadilla.
Sapadilla?
Right? So no, take out the fact.
I think I tried this in El Salvador.
You possibly could have. It's like cinnamon, it's got brown sugar, it's got honey in
It's
there.
a completely different flavour to anything else, really, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's like a mix of sweet and savoury, actually,
right.
isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yum.
And so
So we've come to a famous water coconut stand here in the capital, and they've been selling these for 65 years. Oh, that's so deliciously sweet. Apparently a lot of people think that they put sugar in it because it's so sweet, but obviously they don't. Just super fresh. Okay, do you know what we're trying?
What's it called again?
Para curry.
But you're put into it, aren't you? Para curry.
Para curry, curry, not curry.
Curry, K-A-R-I
Para curry.
or C-A-R-I. Curry for short.
Okay, do you now know what we're trying?
Para curry.
Para curry. Do you know how it's made?
It's from fermented cassava juice.
It is. Well, no, it's from fermented cassava cake.
It can't be fermented cassava juice.
cassava
It can't be from
juice.
fermented cassava
It's
juice.
cassava
can
juice,
it?
isn't it? Should we taste it or should we argue about it?
Oh, is it rolling?
Yes, okay, you're good. That's our producer in the
So-
background, you see. So Leroy told me that they cook a thick cassava bread, and you burn the bottom a little bit, and then they leave this with some leaves on top, which are a fermenting agent. Is that right, Leroy? Leroy's over there.
Make it airtight.
They make it airtight and they leave it for 3 days, and then we get this.
Product, which we're going to try now for the very first time.
It's got caramel
Cheers.
juice on the third day, which means that's when it's ripe.
Wonderful.
It's not as strong as I
Got a
thought it was going to be, though.
Bit of an aftertaste to it, doesn't it?
It's 3 days.
What do you
old.
think? Do you like it?
If you had it another 3 days, it'll be.
It's quite thick, isn't it?
How are we going to feel if we drank a couple of cups of
Hey,
these?
another 3 days I'll be visiting the grave.
You wouldn't need
Full.
to eat.
It smells a bit like a rice wine, but it's thicker. And I think it's probably quite heavy as well, like if you drank too much of it. We've stopped in Rupununi village for some lunch, and we're also trying some of this local wine, which is made from the jamun fruit, which is from this tree. It's not actually indigenous to here, apparently it's from the northeast of India, and this is about 12 or 13%, so a nice little pre-lunch drink. Potent. So this is the jamun fruit, which you can actually eat like this, but it's a little bit sour. So this morning we have come to a cassava farm to see where it grows and learn how to pick it and collect it. And cassava is a staple on almost any dining table at any time of the day here in Guyana, so it only makes sense that we've come here today to learn about it.
Oh, yeah.
Ready for lunch. So there are 2 types of cassava, and this is the bitter cassava.
Manoa, they call it. Hi, too much of them. She doesn't even want them no more. Yeah, but I'll try to make this.
I never peel my vegetables at home. I'm lazy. I just throw them in.
We're adding chopped onions and garlic. Soaked.
Do you think every family has their own different recipe to make farfalle?
I think so, yes. From what I've seen here, yes. Everybody adds something, a little more, a little less, but I guess it all tastes amazing.
Yeah, true. That's really, really good. A lot of the time when I've had farfalle before, it's quite dry, almost.
Correct.
But this is lovely. In fact, I jokingly call it tasty sand because it does taste like you're eating sand if it's too dried out. But this is great.
So I was explaining to Henri just now that that's the Brazilian version of that's what they call it farfalle. It's more like what we call it a fried farine
Okay.
because you soak the farine in this case. Brazilian farfalle is dry, much more finer farine, and then they fry it up with the onions and little chunks of pork and stuff.
It does soak the oil in a lot as
Yeah,
well, doesn't
yeah,
it? So it
yeah.
tastes quite rich.
Yeah. And it's very tasty.
Try some.
You're welcome to
Yeah,
try it
try
out.
some.
The next stop is in Rastville, and here we're coming to Tony's Purry shop. And Tony and his family have been making purries for about 20 years. This, of course, is a very famous Indian fried bread, which is made from unleavened flour. And I'm going to be learning how to make them and get some ready for my lunch.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Rolling, rolling. I always like to get involved, so who better to learn from than the boss, eh?
Thank you so much.
Look, this is how it's going to go.
Okay.
What do you say? You can put it in there. You have to do water. This is good. It's all right. Bring the flour now. The girl makes it.
Y'all filming this?
Look, what? Take it down there. Got it. And just control it. The comment to come.
It's quite therapeutic, isn't it?
That's good. It's a good shape.
Ready to take it now? To the pan.
Take over from that trouble.
Yay!
How many purries do you make every day?
Just over 1,000.
1,000, wow.
Just over.